This is Mercury Mountaineer 99. This is called a blower motor resistor. It's for the automatic temperature control unit. So it's on a 99, and it's located right underneath the blower motor here. This is the blower motor. We pulled it out. It's underneath here. It bolts right down here, and the resistor sits inside this cover. Now, we couldn't get this thing from the auto parts store. It's like 60-70 bucks, special order, all this nonsense. So we took it apart with some Torx, and we located what we think is the problem right here. So we scratched away at the surface. We took the soldering iron and we soldered the tab back to one of the positive leads here. This is the output. Outputs power to the fan blower motor. Tested the blower motor on the battery. Everything turned out all right. So we're hoping that this solves the problem of this $70 part. And it's $125 from Ford. So we hope that this solved the problem. Now, if your vehicle was a manual temperature control,
much easier,
then you'd have an $18, $13 part. So we'll see what we can do to get this thing fixed up, and we'll cut the video and we'll come back if our solder held. So we're going to test it out and see if our patch job worked. Alright, got the blower motor on, key on, blower motor set to high. I need you to hold that blower motor tight. Got it?
Yeah, go.
Yep, okay. Alright, turn it down. Not off, just down low.
Hey, yeah, there we go.
There you go. Turn it up a little bit. Alright, awesome. Alright, stop.
Alright, you can stop it.
Yeah, off. You just find the loose connection and the bad connection. For me to solder a connection back together. Anyway, so the moral of the story is you can repair these, I guess, depending on what's wrong. This is the first time I've ever had to pull one out. The symptoms of the vehicle were the little dial control that you turn up, which is in Crown Vics and Grand Marquis and stuff, and Navigators and different vehicles. They all use this. They all use this as opposed to the little diode with the curly cues and stuff. The resistor with the curly cues, which is the cheap one. They use this an integrated circuit board. So this would probably be found on Crown Vics and, like I said, Mountaineers and Explorers. Anything that's got that digital display for Ford and Mercury. So if your plug looks, well, you wouldn't know because it's sitting underneath here.
Automatic climate control.
Right. If it's automatic climate control and your blower motor has no response, first thing you do is obviously check the blower motor. So we took the blower motor out and we jumped it out to the battery. You don't have to take it out to jump it to the battery. You can jump it out by unplugging it here and just running some jumper wires over there. But this is how we did it. We took the blower motor out because we wanted to inspect it. And so that was the problem. So we're going to put this back together. And just for the, you got to remove your cruise control here, and you got to remove your overflow box. Just take it and move it over a little bit. Pull your air cleaner loose and move it over. You don't have to remove the hoses from it. Just move it over forward about an inch, and then you got access to pull the blower motor out. Because obviously we need a new wheel, or the customer needs a new wheel. But anyway, we just wanted to make a short video on this and this temperature control box and what you can do to repair it for the first time getting into it. There's usually an electrical problem. If it can be fixed, we can fix it. We haven't had anything lick us yet, so.
I think an important note about that was you scratched the terminal, right? You found the terminals
I just
scorched.
look for burn marks, and electricity usually, one of the weaknesses is heat. So when something gets loose, it creates heat. So that probably vibrated loose over time, and it probably vibrated loose from vibrating the plug so much, probably because of this separation right here, constantly vibrating inside the vehicle, just shaking like that, the wheel constantly, and maybe help loosen that prong on that soldered tip.
What'd you do? You scratched it to get a good connection?
Yeah, I scratched it down to the copper, took the green coating off, and I soldered it with a cheap Harbor Freight soldering iron. $9 soldering iron. So for $9 and the free solder that comes with it, we made this repair.
On $60 to $100.
Yeah, 67, depending on what brand of resistor you want.
Cheapest is 60
They call
bucks.
it a blower motor resistor. And it's located down here. All right. See ya.